where that then got even more interesting is because we were dynamically generating the content, and we were dynamically generating the web pages, and we understood you as an individual and who you posted it to, because you posted it onto Facebook, we had all the tracking tags, which means I could track you and the fact that you had posted onto Facebook. It also meant that when your friends clicked the link and they came back to the web page, we were able to use standard web tracking. So I knew that your friend had responded to that specific post and had come back to your page and had then donated. So we could follow the whole user journey from you posting the original message down to the number of friends who then within your ecosystem had then come to support you. So for instance, one example was we knew that within 45 minutes of this person posting a message, the first friend had come back to her site and donated. And we knew that within Facebook itself, 22 people had then gone on to donate as a result of what was posted on Facebook. Of those people who'd come back and sponsored this person, we also knew there was an additional 4 who'd not only sponsored this person, but then gone up and signed up for the race themselves. So what you're able to do now with the system is not only understand the amount of money generated by an individual, but you can also see the social value that that individual now has. So historically, you might have said that you might have looked at an individual, their value, as the amount of money that they specifically raised. So they might have raised, I don't know, £200, and that's a reasonable amount of money, you know. So they might have sat high up in with regards to where they sat within your profiling as a valuable customer. Now that we can look at the social impact, you know, as a result of their postings and their influence, they might actually generate, you know, they might personally only raise £100 in donations, but they generate £2,000 worth of additional incremental interest through other people signing up or other people sponsoring them. So it becomes a really interesting mechanic to change how you look at consumers and how they sign up and the influence that they have within social itself. So now what Race for Life have is a very powerful system where they can do very targeted emails, because they're targeted. We can change the content. They can then publish that information and use that to drive into social channels, but more importantly, they can measure it. You know, they can now see the absolute value that's coming back from each individual, and it means that we can now, individuals who have a lot of social influence, we can start treating them very differently to one-off individuals who come along and run the race and who are absolutely helping, but might not be pushing out to a wider group of people.